My mom passed away and left everything for me and kicked my brother out of her property. The reason is shocking. A few months ago, my mom passed away. Her death has been very hard on me. She was a big part of my life, and losing her has left an emptiness I didn't expect. After she passed, we had to go through her will. That's when things got more complicated. In her will, she left my brother some money, but she gave most of her belongings to me. The house, her savings, her things, all of it was left to me. My brother got some money, but it wasn't close to half. My brother is really upset about this. He feels hurt and angry. He doesn't understand why mom made that choice, and I get why he's mad. He thinks it's unfair, but the truth is, there's more to the story than just who got what. To understand why mom did what she did, you have to know a little more about her life. Mom didn't have an easy time with her family, especially with her dad. She was an only child for 16 years, and during that time, she really wanted to be close to her parents, especially her father. She loved him a lot, and one of her biggest dreams was to work with him in the family business. My grandfather owned a business. It was something he was really proud of, something he built up from nothing. But there was a problem. He didn't believe a woman should run a business. Even though my mom wanted to be involved, he made it clear to her that she could never take over. He said that only a son could do that. Even if he didn't have a son, he told her he would rather shut down the business than let her take over. This broke my mom's heart. She loved her father and wanted to make him proud, but he wouldn't let her. No matter how much she tried, he wouldn't change his mind. It hurt her so much to be rejected by him just because she was a girl. She felt like she wasn't good enough, not because of anything she had done, but just because of who she was. That pain stayed with her for a long time. Eventually, my uncle was born. My mom finally had a brother, and my grandfather had the son he always wanted. But things didn't go the way my grandfather had planned. My uncle didn't want anything to do with the business. He had no interest in it at all. When he got older, he refused to work for my grandfather. He didn't care about the family business or keeping it going. This must have disappointed my grandfather, but he still didn't change how he treated my mom. Even though his son didn't want the business, he still wouldn't give my mom the chance to be part of it. Because of this, my mom became estranged from her father. They didn't speak for years. The rejection was too painful, and she couldn't handle the constant reminder that she wasn't good enough in his eyes. Then, after many years, my mom had children. When she had my brother, my grandfather saw an opportunity. He reached out to my mom, but it wasn't really to reconnect with her. He wanted to connect with her son. When my brother turned 18, my grandfather offered him the job that had been denied to my mom. My mom was shocked. The man who had rejected her, who had made her feel worthless, now wanted her son to take over the family business. She sat my brother down and told him how much this had hurt her. She asked him not to take the job, explaining that it would only continue the cycle of disregard for women that had hurt her so deeply. But my brother didn't listen. He was angry. He didn't understand why she didn't want him to have this opportunity. He took the job, and he told my mom to stay out of it. After that, things between them changed. There was distance. My mom felt betrayed. Her own son had sided with the man who had caused her so much pain. But my brother didn't see it that way. To him, it was just a job. He didn't understand why my mom was so upset. Years later, after our dad died, my brother came to my mom and apologized. He told her he loved her and was sorry for how he had treated her. But things were never the same. Even though they reconciled, there was still a distance. My brother never fully understood how deeply our grandfather's rejection had hurt Mom. He still talked about our grandfather like he was a great man, and that was hard for Mom to hear. So, when my mom wrote her will, she made a decision. She left me most of what she owned. My brother got something, but not an equal share. Mom didn't do this to punish him. She just felt that it was fair. My brother had already gotten something from our grandfather. He had taken over the business and seemed perfectly okay with how she had been treated. Now that Mom is gone, my brother is angry. He doesn't understand why she did this, and he keeps asking me why it wasn't equal. He says it's not fair. But I told him the truth. Mom had her reasons. She was hurt deeply by our grandfather. and my brother didn't stand by her. He took the job, even though it hurt her. He didn't like what I said, and he thinks I'm being unfair, but I can't change what happened. This is how Mom felt, and this is the choice she made.